Hi everybody, quick video to let you know that we have an opportunity for you that you might be interested in. How intriguing, right? So next week, starting on Monday, we're doing something called the 14-day Low Carb Bootcamp. Now I've been doing this myself periodically for about 15 years, maybe more, and we've used it with loads and loads of clients over the years. Either when people want a bit of a kickstart, a bit of a line in the sand, or they need a bit of a reset. So the reason we're doing this personally is because there's been quite a lot of life going on in the last few weeks. Been loads of school stuff with the kids. There's been a couple of birthdays in the household. So it's time for a bit of a reset and a bit more focus. So what, might you ask, does the 14-day not low boob camp, low carb boot camp. Let me get that right. 14-day low carb boot camp. What does that involve? Well, there's a clue in the name, and it does not involve cakes, bread, or pasta. So for just 2 weeks, we're going to remove the following things from our diet. We're going to remove dairy, gluten, wheat, sugar, alcohol, oats, soy. I think that's it. What we are going to eat, what we want to focus on, is meat, fish, eggs, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and that's about it. Fruit, common question. So we can have a maximum of 1 small handful of berries per day. So it's really, really simple and straightforward. The reality is the vast majority of us do well on a relatively low carbohydrate diet anyway, but every now and then, just to take things that little bit further can be really useful both physically and mentally. Is it difficult? Well, that depends. Yeah, it can be quite tough if you're used to eating a significantly higher level of carbohydrate or sugar. And it can also be quite hard if you're prone to, what should we call it, emotional eating, drinking, or if you struggle with managing sugary snacks, for instance. But then on the other hand, you could say it's easy and that it's so simple. You don't need to count calories, you don't need to track anything, you don't need to add up your sins or any of that rubbish. It's basically just eating real, minimally processed food, and that really is it. So why do it? What types of benefits or results can you expect? Well, everyone who's ever done this with us and done it properly has, without fail, felt great at the end of it. Don't get me wrong, the first few days can be quite tough, especially if it's a big adjustment. And some people also find it hard if it happens to coincide with some kind of social occasion or something like that. But let's face it, it's quite unlikely you're going to find a clear 2 weeks at any time of the year. So I figure we may as well just get on with it. And it is only 2 weeks. So at the end of it, people tend to have more energy, their sleep improves, they feel more positive and have a real sense of achievement for having done it. A lot of people get relief from aches and pains as well, like anywhere in the body. Their digestion improves and they feel less bloated. And yes, people do tend to lose weight. And I guess mentally, they feel more focused, able to think more clearly. So lots of things really. And in just 14 days, it's not that long. And it seems to have a really profound effect on reducing inflammation and kind of resetting or rebalancing of your blood sugar in some way. And those things in turn impact lots of other things. So if that sounds like something that you might like to get involved in, and you might want to do it together, here's your chance. Let us know in the group if you want to be involved or if you've got any questions.